Hey everybody, welcome back to Magic Orthodoxy. My name's David, and this is a deck review. Today we're going to look at the Whispering Imps Private Reserve. Yep, these are the private reserves. This came out from Chelko. If you want to learn more about it, you can go visit whisperingimps.com. But I'll tell you right now, they're not for sale. So this deck, like the previous Whispering Imps decks, it was done and hand illustrated by the world-renowned artist Mark Stutzman, and these cards are printed to the exact specifications that Chris had for the Expert Playing Card Company. Now previously, Whispering Imps, they were done by NOIXES Playing Card Company. Now they're being done, or at least this deck was done by the Expert Playing Card Company. And just to give you a little reason why, before Chris put out the original Whispering Imps, then there was the special edition that were red. Both of those decks have completely sold out, and so Chris made these as kind of a thank you and as kind of a response to them selling out, and he wanted to remain true to the name, you know, private reserve. That means these are not to be sold. These are for the private use for those people who've acquired them, and so to just have one of these decks is just an awesome gift, and I really thank Chris Chelko for sending me one. And so just want to take you through this real quick, and first let's take a look at the tuck case.
Hey, so rather than do my normal tuck box review, I'm going to do it like this because I really want you to see just how luxurious this tuck box is. Again, these are printed by Expert Playing Card Company. This tuck is on a premium, thick, black mat. This is not your standard tuck material. This is thick stuff. So you're looking at the back right now. So you have the Whispering Imp here in red foil on the back. And then right here on the tuck flap, it says compliments of Chris Chelko. Got Chris, his signature there. And then at the top, it says private reserve. And then the sides, you have that little wraparound of the imp's tail. And then you can see total matte black on the front side there. A little bit of ad copy about Chris Chelko and Mark Stutzman there on the side. And again, nothing written on the other side either. Can you see just how thick this is? I mean, you can kind of just see how tough this is, and even just putting the flap back in the tuck box, I mean, the flap doesn't bend at all like you would with a regular tuck. So totally strong, very sturdy tuck, and love the matte black, love the simple design of it. Again, Chris Chelko and Mark Stutzman have done just an amazing job with these Whispering Imps Private Reserve.
Hey, so that's pretty much it for the tuck case. Now let's take a look at these cards. Again, like I said, these cards are printed by the Expert Playing Card Company, so there isn't as much to say about cards from Expert as opposed to United States Playing Card Company. Expert's only been making cards for a little while, and they don't really have the knowledge isn't really out there about their card process and what they do. I will say that these have really great edges. This paper is premium embossed paper stock, and it does have an expert finish. You will notice that the sides of this deck are perfectly lined up. This is called registration. So these decks have a perfect border registration.
So here's a glimpse of the back design in a spread. What I want you to see is that is perfect border registration. What I mean by that is it's totally evenly cut from card to card, and a micro-thin border. So not only are you getting a super micro-thin border, but perfect border registration. That's something you don't always see with more mass-produced decks, and so that is something that's really super awesome. And if you remember the reviews from the past Whispering Imps decks, you know that the cards, the courts here, they are remastered pre-1900s court cards that Mark Stutzman and Chris Chelko researched and carefully reproduced.
The back design is already familiar to you if you're familiar with the Whispering Imps decks, and if you're not, I would encourage you to go back and check out my previous review. So there's not, I mean, that much difference between this deck and his previous deck, in that it's, you know, a private reserve deck, and then the red on the back of this is just a little different. So I want to grab the camera real quick and just kind of give you a closer look at this deck, just so that you can get a more intimate knowledge of it.
So here's the back design of the Whispering Imps Private Reserve. I don't know if you can tell from the camera, but you know, because this was done by Expert Playing Card and not United Bike, the red on this is not going to be the same red that you get with your bike decks. So it's a different hue, and that's to be expected when you go from one printer to the next. It's kind of hard to line up the exact colors, but again, just gorgeous back design from Mark Stutzman, from what you expect from the Whispering Imps decks. Just really cool. Also, because it's expert playing cards, their print run is a little smaller than a bike run, and so you're not going to get the extra cards or the gaffs. And so with this, I'm sure Chris decided he wanted to go with his 2 standard jokers, and so here's your color joker and your black and white joker. Notice they both say private reserve down there at the bottom, and then your ace of spades, which also says private reserve.
Hey, so that's pretty much it for this deck review. As always, we recommend that you like this video just so other people can find it faster. We also recommend that you subscribe to this channel just to stay up to date on the latest in cards and card magic. If you want to follow me on social media, you can. It's facebook.com/magicorthodoxy and twitter.com/magicorthodoxy. Thanks. Bye.